Shouldn't you have a name tag?
And should I have a name tag?
No, should you? Yeah, but should you have an intro? Shouldn't you?
I think this is my intro. I can make anything I want.
Yeah,
See,
you can make
because
your
you
intro.
record it, and then if you like it, you put it on. You make a video at it, and you put it on. But
My dad has sticks.
Yeah, if you haven't noticed, I have Tourette syndrome. Yeah, I yell a lot and I jerk around. I'm an old soldier. I started a YouTube video December 24th. I posted my first one in 2011.
Of how to make a DIY rabbit feeder.
Yeah, how to make a DIY rabbit feeder. Many people posted on it because it was they had many things to say about my crying baby.
Which is me.
At the time, I was dealing with some medical issues and coming into the exacerbation of my Tourette's from military service and from my military service and anyhow, see, now this is probably a part that I'm going to cut out because I don't know what I'm saying. But you can cut and video and everything. You just need to not be talking while I'm talking, okay? Okay. So this is my first video in, let's see, 2001. So 8 years. 8 years. Hannah, don't. It's been 2011 was the last time I did a video. My first video that I did had a lot of comments on it about my daughter crying and how I should take care of my baby and all this. And it really disheartened me. I decided not to do another video for a long time. I didn't. I didn't think anybody would really understand my Tourette's. And it took about 20 different tries, maybe not 20, but that's exaggerating a bit. But it took a lot of different tries before I was able to do that video without tics, without Tourette syndrome. I was on quite a few different medicines then. I'm still on a few, but I mainly medicate with medical marijuana. It helps a whole lot, but I'm really anxious right now because this is my first video. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to do, what to say.
He doesn't know if he'll get demonetized.
I don't even know what demonetized is. I think that's without money. But as far as YouTube, I don't know what demonetized is. Okay, Hannah.
No, I think it's when your video gets taken away and stuff.
Oh, and they take your money you earn for the video? That's probably demonetized. Anyhow, I felt like I wanted to not put myself out there again. It took a long time to get a video that I didn't have terrible tics in. And even though it was 6-7 minutes, that's a long time for me to go without a tick. You'll see as I post more videos, you'll see my tics are controlled pretty well. Really, when they first started back in 2010, I was starting to go through the out process of the military, the army, and my wife was pregnant with our first child, and I think the stress, something happened, it just broke inside of me, and an underlying Tourette's syndrome that I didn't know I had at the time. I looking back, I realized I had it because maybe once or twice a month I would have a cold chill that was just unexplainable, and it was just like that, and my whole body would shake. And I'd get stuck on a word, something, but I never thought anything of it. And then going through the process of getting out, just stress and reliving situations, and really transitioning back to being home still from Iraq. It was rather hard, and it was very stressful, and my Tourette syndrome just exacerbated. my video is mainly going to be about my life with Tourette's, things I do. I have to medicate with medical marijuana. It is medicine first and foremost to, all those who are 21 or older and you want to smoke it and you're in a state where it's legal, like Colorado, go for it. But before 21, the frontal cortex really isn't developed enough to have as many exposures to irrational or to let me restate. What did I just say? That would be the marijuana.
Under age 21.
Yeah. So that's a prime example. Memory loss. When I do smoke at night and sometimes in the morning, I don't get as stupid stoned as I did when I was younger because I was a kid. I did bad things. But now it still affects you. It's you're still intoxicated even if you don't feel 100% like intoxicated. You're still intoxicated. So I don't recommend it for anybody that's under the age of 21. And even if you are 21, the brain continues to develop until mid to late 20s. So, it's possible depending on your biological makeup and how your body responds and how old you are, maturity-wise, physically, depends on if you should do it or not. And it also, you should have somebody there for the first couple times. But getting sidetracked, my Tourette's, when I first started smoking marijuana, I was really, really, really strong in a church. And I decided to smoke the marijuana because I was at a place where I was having tics in between every single word. This is actually remarkably well for me. I was having tics in between every word, and I would, dang it, I would do that and snap constantly in between every word all the time. Sometimes I'd do it 3 or 4 times in between each words. And it got to the point where I just wasn't happy with life anymore. I was real willing to do anything, and a friend had asked me if I had thought about treating marijuana with marijuana because it had been shown to help with seizures, and CBDs were just being, I don't know when they were being discovered, but I was just first hearing about them at this time. And so I medicated with it, and it was like a light switch, just straight on, off, on, off. If I'm stoned and medicated, it's off, But if I go a day or even half a day without medicating, it's like a switch. It just turns it on, and it's terrible. I do have other medicines that help, but most of those are for my depression and anxiety and such. I've been doing pretty well lately, so kudos for that, I guess. And maybe I'm not using that right. I don't know. I'm sure you'll tell me. So the Tourette's happened, and then I got chaptered out of the Army. My honorable discharge. I guess it's called a medical retirement. I'm not 100% sure. Zoram. I got chaptered out, and I've been going to school since I got out. It took me about 1.5 to 2 years, maybe 3 years, before I got settled and was adjusted to medicating with marijuana to the point where I could still function. I've been going to school the last almost 5 years now. My first college, I got an associate in associate in art and associate in science, and Yeah, that's interesting. College, it's fun. I'm working on a bachelor's in biological science now. My. And I have surgery on the 12th, so of September 2019. I have surgery on my wrist, which started hurting me about the time my Tourette's came on. So they always said that it was and they always said that it was overuse syndrome from snapping because that's all I would do. And so they'd never do anything. They wouldn't do an MRI because I was snapping all the time. Well, I finally got sick of it a couple months ago and told my doctor I wanted an MRI. And, you know, being the VA, she told me, there's no way for you to get an MRI as sedated. I'm going to have to refer you to a outside provider. So they refer me to that, and he's like, oh, we're going to have to get an MRI of you with you sedated. And then they found out that I've got a torn ligament in there. And I'm sure I've got it in my right wrist too. I'm not sure how it happened, but something happened in Iraq because it was when I got back from Iraq and started chaptering out that my tics started, and that's when the wrist started hurting. And I haven't had any traumatic events. So, you know, I've got, if I didn't say my name's Mario Lewis, I've got a wife, I've got 3 kids that I know of. No, I shouldn't say that. That's terrible. No, I know I've only got 3 kids. I've got 2 boys and a girl. The girl, if you check out homemade rabbit feeders, and you'll see my first terrible attempt at a post. And I didn't, and don't. I didn't edit it at all. I shot it 5 or 6 times until it was perfect. I didn't know about editing. I'm still very technology unsavvy. So my wife is gonna and it's really hard for me to type. So my wife is gonna be doing the majority of the responding to posts and questions. But you know, feel free. We welcome them. At least I hope I do. This is my first video in 8 years. So you know, I hope I welcome them. I hope they're all good. You know, you can't please everybody though. What are you gonna do?
But why she was crying?
Well,
Why she was crying?
why she was crying? What?
Explain the reason why she was crying.
Because we were ignoring her to do the video. She wanted her mom. Yeah. Why do babies usually cry? Because they want their mom, right?
And mom was recording.
Mom was recording and ignoring her because it was trying to knock out that video. And it was really disheartening. Now I'm just kind of under the impression I'm more comfortable with it. It's been almost 10 years that I've been dealing with it really badly. And, you know, almost about 8 years since I've been medicating with marijuana. And, you know, I've gotten used to it. I've adapted to it as part of my life. I don't. There's still lots of things that I can't do. There's still many parts of my life that are just the difficulties are exacerbated. We'll just say that. Anyhow, I'm running a little long on this video, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it short. But you know, tune in, enjoy my life with me. Hopefully you learn a lot. I'm going to be covering a little bit on cannabis, a little bit on mycology. I plan on doing some mycology and plant, you know, symbiotic relationship with the I want to say it's endomycorrhizal. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyhow, there's bacteria that is supposed to work well. I bought some from fungi.com. I'm really impressed with Paul. I think his name's Stamets. Paul Stamets. I think he is just out there, but in a good way. I mean, he's thinking out of the box the way we need to be thinking for this world to go. You know, anyhow, I see that I'm getting a little long here, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this short. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe. apparently I've got 41 subscribers already in the last 8 years. That I don't know. We'll see if they keep subscribing or. But subscribe and like my channel if you like it. You know, give me some comments. Tell me what I'm doing good, what I'm doing bad. What? What I might don't. What I'm doing wrong, what I can do better. And you know, hopefully as I go along, I'll get more used to this, and my ticks won't be as bad. At home, they're usually not this bad. This is about the out in public scene is how I feel right now. But anyhow, thank you. You guys tune in, and thanks for watching.